Hey folks, welcome to Memphis. I hope you all had a wonderful Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I'm starting the new year off right, prepping for a class taught by Gabe White. If that name isn't familiar to you, I highly recommend you look him up. He's an incredibly accomplished shooter and a great person to learn from. So I'm going to do some drills today, do some practice to see where I am and to see where I can improve. Hey folks, just real quick, I want to give you a huge shout out to MidSouth Laser Engraving. These guys are doing phenomenal work. Please consider them for your next gun project. Link is in the description below. There's a lot to be said about performing drills cold and gauging your performance cold from a defensive shooting standpoint. Today, that's not my goal. Today, my goal is to get a good idea of the performance I can expect during this class and to find areas where I need to improve. Some of my goals that I want to work on today is to get my sights quickly, to press the trigger smoothly, and to call my shots accurately. The next part of the warm-up is draw from the holster and fire one shot. And yeah, it's very important for you to hit. Yeah, and it's also very important for you to do this quickly. But one of the most important parts of this is to be able to acquire your sights quickly and to be able to call your shot. If I'm not able to call my shot, then what that means is I'm pressing the trigger in a way that's not mindful. And I'm losing the diagnostic data that I need in order for me to improve and in order for me to see what all I need to work on. After just a few repetitions, I'm able to get my average shot down to about 1.4 seconds. Next part of warm-up is to draw and fire 2 shots, but you have to resist the urge to fire what's called hammer pairs or double taps. You cannot outrun your headlights. You need to be able to get a good sight picture with each trigger press. Each trigger press needs to be mindful. And so right now it seems like I'm still maintaining my draw to first shot at, the first shot seems to be at 1.4 with 0.2 splits. The next step, and the final step of the warm-up, is to draw and fire 3 shots. And once again, you cannot outrun your headlights. You need to get a sight picture with every shot. If a shot goes Charlie, then I need to know exactly which shot that was by tracking the sights in recoil. Once again, you cannot outrun your headlights. Each trigger press has to be mindful. So right now, I'm still continuing my trend of the first shot at 0.4 seconds with 0.2 splits. Here I had a little bit of trigger freeze, and that was brought on from gripping the gun too hard with my shooting hand. I need to let it relax a little. Bill drill is very simple. Draw and fire 6 shots to the A zone in quick succession. And you have to resist the urge to just rattle off shots. Each trigger press must be mindful. This first run is all about pushing speed. It goes fast as you wish you can go, not as fast as you know you can go right now. This second run, I have to own it. I have to go as fast as I can while guaranteeing hits. And then I do 2 runs for score. I try to get as much feedback as I possibly can from the first run so that I could do better on the second run. Both of these are for score. Most folks would agree the bill drill is the hardest drill of the 4. I'm very happy with the dark pen run here. The failure to stop drill is 2 shots to the body followed 1 shot to the head. And this is not how anyone is expected to engage targets on the street. It's purely for skill building. I don't believe that mental rehearsals and visualization gets talked about enough when it comes to defensive shooting. I think it's extremely important to building skill and improving performance. So this first rep is just to push it for speed.
Here we go.
And now to own our hits. And now the first rep for score. And now the second run for score, but I hit a snag. My index finger hit the trigger guard. Totally fouled the grip there. The immediate incapacitation drill is 2 shots to the 4-inch circle in the head. And this is from 7 yards. Now, is anyone going to let you hit them twice in the head? No. But this is to emphasize follow through and to build skill. This first rep is speed, so I need to push it. I saw those sights go high. I didn't call the shot accurately, so this is a good learning moment for me. And now in this rep, I need to own my hits. That was pretty close to the line, but not as close as I want it to be. That's a Charlie. This first run is for score. If the target is the head, but the shot lands in the body, that is a miss.
Here we go, another one.
The second run for score. The target was getting a little cluttered. It was becoming difficult for me to log my scores. So I pasted up the target, just the Charlies in the hedge zone, and I did a little bit of dry practice just to make sure that everything was coming together nicely. The split bill drill is 4 in the body and then 2 in the head. And once again, this is not something that you're going to do out there on the street. This is just something to build skill and to emphasize follow through after every shot. So, looked like I fumbled the grip there for a second. So, but also another thing that's really important about this portion is being able to call shots and to follow through with mental rehearsals as well, just to mentally prepare you for the drills coming up.
Split bill.
Once again, this first run is just pushing it, pure speed, going as fast as I wish I can go instead of as fast as I know I can go right now. And now to go as fast as I can while owning my hits. Once again, trigger freeze, and this came from too much grip pressure with the shooting hand. I need to learn to relieve tension with that hand. And now the first run for score. It kind of surprised me that even with 3 Charlies, I could still rattle off a light pin run. So I got some pretty good feedback on where I need to improve. I need to come out of the holster faster, and I need to call my shots better. All in all, it seems like a good performance. I'm happy, but I'm not satisfied. I have 7 rounds left, and I like to finish every range session with a photorealistic target. So just for kicks, I rattled off a split bill drill. It looks like it was a light pin run.
To the head.
And also with the last shot, a basic draw to first shot to the head for time. So if I can eliminate fumbling and if I can get out of the holster faster, I think it's going to set me up for success during this class. Also, another thing I need to work on is calling shots, especially shots to the head, because that ends up being a smaller surface area. But all in all, I think I did good during this practice, and I think I'm going to be okay during the class. Folks, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. There's a lot of ways that you could have spent your time, and I'm honored that you chose to spend it with me. If you like this stuff, please let me know by giving me a thumbs up or subscribing. And if you don't like watching stuff like this, allow me the opportunity to improve by leaving some feedback down below in the comments. I just want to say thanks again, and as always, welcome to Memphis.